Today I want to talk about upgrading the speaker in a Champion 600 to an 8-inch. Here you have the stock 6-inch baffle, which comes with a very thick grill cloth, which you're going to want to replace. It's very thick, non-porous, doesn't really allow much sound to pass through. The dimensions of this baffle are 10 inches wide by about 7.5 inches tall, and I believe the wood is about 3/8 inch plywood. First thing, if to upgrade this to an 8-inch, you're going to want to offset the speaker to the left when looking in from behind the amp. Reason being is that there is an output transformer. An 8-inch speaker just barely fits, so in order to clear the output transformer in the tubes, you're going to want to shift it over a little bit. So here you have the outline now traced on, this is 1/4 inch, I believe, birch. I went a little thinner with the wood to accommodate the larger speaker. It actually sticks up a little bit and wedges between the chassis, so I thought thinner wood might actually be a better idea. Trace the outline of the speaker, mark the holes, and as you'll notice, the speaker's a little bigger than the wood, so I had to be mindful of that. Actually trace the inside of the speaker cone with a dinner plate that I had that actually fit quite nicely. And I'm planning to cut this out with a keyhole saw that I bought for about $5 or $6. Here now you have the speaker mounted onto the actual baffle. If you look at the other side, you'll notice I had to get a little creative when cutting it out. If I would have cut it perfectly round, I would have ended up with 2 pieces of wood cutting down the center. So instead I had to cut across the top and bottom. Rather than using the keyhole saw, I ended up actually just cutting several holes with a 3/4 inch drill bit around the perimeter and then sawing it out with a Dremel. Actually didn't really have the best tools, but it worked. Now I just got to paint this black. And here you'll see the speaker now mounted in the amp itself. You'll notice that it's offset again to the right when looking in from the front, offset from the back to the left. Just got to paint this puppy black now and throw some grill cloth on it, and we should be set to go. And now you'll notice the speaker from inside. As I mentioned before, you'll see that the speaker just clears the output transformer. The frame of the speaker actually has some holes in it that work out nicely. Had I actually positioned the speaker centered, you'd see that power tube there would get in the way of the magnet. So this particular speaker, the Jensen Mod 8-inch, fits pretty well into this amp. Again, now we just have to paint the baffle black and take it from there. And finally, here you have the speaker looking in from the back. Again, you'll notice that I've now covered this in vintage grill cloth that I got for about $7 on eBay. And from the front, here's the final product. Probably could have done a little nicer job with the grill cloth, but it sounds great.